one's good.
Here we'll try three-pointer.
That 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 one's good.
Welcome in, Warrior fans, to Dr. C. Keith Connor Field, home of Warrior Baseball today. As I'm Matt O'Banion, bringing you some live coverage of out-of-conference play for the Southern Wesleyan Warriors, taking on the Lander Bearcats. In this matchup, Lander Bearcats coming in hot from a great season so far as we get towards the end of this 2024 college baseball season. Right now, the Bearcats sitting at an overall record of 27-11. A great record from them, sitting in second place in the Peach Belt Conference. Yes, sitting second in the Peach Belt Conference right behind Georgia College and State University. It'll be a tight race to win that conference, especially in the Peach Belt tournament. As right now, Lander in that conference play sitting at 13-5. And now as they go on a little road trip here in Central South Carolina, they'll be trying to defend their 10-5 record and extend that to 11 here. As your Warriors still have a few struggles here on this year's. It's been up and down season for them. 6-33 record. And at home, they do just have the lone 3 wins. So, of course, trying to defend some home territory. As on the mound for them today is number 19, Kyle Dixon. Getting some stats on him. It comes in as his 12th appearance so far, his 7th start. 6.75 ERA, 0 for 2 on the year. Looking to pick up his first win as he's only gone through 24 innings. Does have 14 strikeouts, but has more walks given up than he does strikeouts. Teams are coming in hitting .317 against him as well. But getting a little quick lineup for the Warriors here. We have leading off for the Warriors, number 25, Gage Shaver, who's out in left field for today's game. Then the first baseman, Cam Mitchum, hitting in the 2-hole. In the DH, Marty Grizzo. Usually a guy we see out in right field, but today he'll be the DH. And a little new face at second base, it'll be number 16, Jarrett Whitley. He's usually the DH for the Warriors, but seen him, I believe the last home game we saw him, he was over at third base, so switching up just a little bit. Over at third base, though, we have number 99, Zach Kim. And then in right field, number 20, Jason Cully in the 6-hole. And then at shortstop, of course, it's number 5, Clay Porter hitting the 7-hole. And then behind the plate, who's catching Dixon today, it's number 9, Derek Francis. And then making a little return to the lineup and in the field, out in center, it's number 3, Travis Hammond, who he'll be ending off this 9-hole for the Warriors. As now, let's get started here for first pitch coming from Dixon. As right now we have a leading off for the Bearcats, be number 4, Taichi Nakao, who's coming up here. Playing second base for the Bearcats. He takes strike 1 for the call. Of course, for Dixon, really want to try to set the tempo here, get the Warriors out with some momentum coming into their at-bats. He puts a good little off-speed pitch there to full Nakao. Put in the 0-2 hole. As Nakao is hitting a solid .333 through 135 at-bats. As he pops that one up into shallow right field. And that'll be caught for the first out. So Nakao retired. And now Ethan Wilder, the shortstop for the Bearcats, stepping in here, hitting in the 2-hole today. Of course, one of the better hitters on this lineup, hitting .397 through 151 at-bats. The most at-bats through this entire roster from the Bearcats. As he takes ball 1, they'll call it low and out, or low and in. Does have 4 home runs, so can show off some power. Also that slugging percentage at .616, and that's a liner right over to Porter for the second out. So Warriors going 2 up, 2 down right here. 3 up, 3 down inning would be very crucial for them, getting some momentum coming in. Hopefully getting the bats started, getting them hot. Because really with this Lander team, they are a force that you cannot reckon with. Because give them any kind of leeway, and they will build a lead and very quickly get out to a large lead. And now stepping in is the power threat, number 30, Connor Drowse. Hitting .328 on the year, 131 at-bats, this being 132 He does have 16 homers. So really not trying to leave anything in the zone for him. As a little off-speed pitch gets him out in front. So he'll be sitting at 1-1 here. Drowse, of course, being the DH for the Bearcats today. Warriors having 2 down here, really trying to get out the inning. 1-1 Drowse here. Gets some swing and miss on that breaking ball once again, putting me in the 1-2 count. Of course, also, if you're not tuning in for baseball here, of course, you can go watch on Conference Carolinas as well. Women's lacrosse team taking on Young Harris in a conference matchup today. And gets him to swing on an outside curveball for the third out. So the Warriors go 3 up, 3 down. A great first inning. Hopefully the bats can come alive when we go to the bottom of the first here on Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Getting back now here at Conference Carolinas Digital Network Baseball. As Michael Nastro from the Bearcats starting off here on the bump, trying to stop the Warriors from getting out to an early lead here. As the Warriors just went 3 up, 3 down to start off this game. Nastro coming in 9.95 ERA, 0 for 1 so far, this being his 4th appearance and 3rd start on the year. Doesn't have many innings pitched, just 6 1/3. He's given up 12 hits, 8 runs, 7 of those being earned, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. So he does have more strikeouts than walks in not many innings. But batters are coming in hitting .429 against him. As the leadoff here, Shaver hits one off third baseman, but can't beat it out. Great recovery coming from a Curley over at third. So Shaver will be down the first pitch there, coming from Nastro. Now Cam Mitchum step in here, of course, him being at third base. Does have 9 home runs on the season. Of course, a big power threat for the Warriors, really having to work on that strikeout number, though. As the first pitch to him does miss inside. But Mitchum, a great guy to really poke one in a gap. Maybe pick up a double and a few RBIs. But he rolls over that one. To the shortstop. Ball gets away from him, but they do get the tag on Mitchum for the out. So no error there, and the Warriors go quickly to 2 up, 2 down here, just as the Bearcats did. As the DH, Marty Grizzo stepping in here. Grizzo, of course, pretty reliable bat. One of the more consistent hitters on this lineup, comes in hitting .255 through 141 at-bats. Grizzo usually one of the guys that are in the leadoff spot. As he shows bunt with 2 outs here, but fouls that one off. Grizzo does have 1 home run on the year, only having 12 RBIs. He has the 0-1 right here. That one missing on the outside corner to even the count at 1-1. A really cloudy day here in central South Carolina. Really trying to pray that the rain does hold off here so we can get both the baseball and the lacrosse home games in. As that one is popped up to shallow center field and is caught by the second baseman. That's Nickel, who reaches out to go 3 up, 3 down. So both teams, no runners, no runs allowed here. As we do end one, we'll be right back with more Conference Carolina's digital network coverage of Warrior Baseball.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners. We've been in business now for over 32 years.
Getting back now here to Dr. C. Keith Connor Field in central South Carolina, home of Warrior Baseball. Through one, no runners allowed on base, and of course no runs for either team. So Dixon will of course come back on the mound for the Warriors here. Warriors wearing the royal blue jerseys, white pants, as the visiting Bearcats wearing the powder blues with the stirrups. Both teams looking pretty good in both uniforms. As now we get ready for top of the second action here. Now leading off for the Bearcats here. 32, Chris Manriquez coming in here. 289 on the batting average as you watch his ball one on the outside corner. Good eye coming from him. Dixon, a pretty good lefty, has shown some great command so far, just really having to keep that up to really give the Warriors a chance in this ball game. Second pitch to Manriquez. Can't find the zone either. That misses on the inside corner. So 2-0 hitters count to him. You see Whitley shaded over more towards the shortstop side of second base, as Manriquez fouls that one off to put the count to 2-1. Manriquez, a really pull-size hitter. The pitch to him, missing high and out there. 3-1. Dixon really not trying to lose him here. Because, of course, any base runner here, Lander will capitalize on it. And that one's ripped into center field. We'll find a gap there, but that one does hit the wall on a hop. So Manriquez will get into second base, having to slide in there to get there. But we will have a runner on. The first hit given up here in the top of the second inning. Now number 15, Chandler Moeller to step in. Playing right field for Lander today. 296 on the season, 135 at bats. Does have 6 home runs, so it is a power hitter. But can really poke it in the gap anytime he wants. Does have a good bit of RBIs on the year. As he goes for almost a little check swing there, and that'll get him. Manriquez does have a stolen base on the year, but just 1 on 3 attempts, so we didn't really expect him to go anywhere here. A lefty on righty action. That one's hit into center field. Hammond is under it. They'll try to tag, but they'll fake it there after a good throw from Hammond. Would have been a pretty close play there. But Mariguez will stay at second base on the pop-up. The Warriors do have one down here. As Gary Garrett, that'll be easy to remember, the lefty stepping in here. Second base average on this team, 343 through 137 at-bats. It's really a chance here with one out for the Bearcats to score a run. Of course, really anything down in a gap will score Mariguez from second. As Garrett does take ball one on the outside corner. So the biggest thing here for the Warriors, just really trying to work the count. Also minimize the amount of walks that they have in the game. As umpire umpire gives them a little bit of grace on that pitch, giving them the outside corner. But a great breaking ball coming from Dixon does freeze Garrett on that one to move to a 1-1 count. Couldn't really give him that one as that one misses way out and low. Will be a 2-1 count. But Jarrett Whitley, really a guy who's been a DH for the Warriors, but has really turned into one of the utility players. As right now, we've seen him pretty much all over the place. We've seen him in the outfield, seen him over at third, first, and now second base. As that breaking ball, they'll say, does not find the zone. A little too inside for his liking. So it will be a 3-1 count. Of course, Dixon not really wanting to lose him here. Really trying to find the zone, just let his defense work. As that one does miss low for ball 4. So that is walk victim number 1. As now they have just one out here. So double play opportunity for the Warriors is in play. As Porter and Whitley really trying to work together. Looking to get that 6-4-3 or even a 4-6-3. Which either way will work. Logan Kobus steps in. First pitch he sees is a high fly ball over to Hammond. And no movement from Mariguez over at second base, so a first pitch pop-up for him. And that'll be 2 down here. Oliver Zone here to step in. Another lefty in this Lander lineup. Zone hitting 207 through 92 at bat, so a pretty big drop off there. As we get towards the 8 and 9 holes, you go from over a good number over 100 bats. As that one's hit in the gap, and that looks like a runner will score. So they'll try to get him at third here. And they'll call him safe as Kim can't hold on to the ball over there at third. So Mariguez will score from second base, and Garrett will get to third. On Zone's first pitch swinging, find that gap between Whitley and Mitchum. So credit him with the RBI. Of course, what I was saying, back in the first inning, you really can't give Lander any base runners because they will capitalize on it, and do here. As Zone does pick up the RBI. Now stepping in McCurley. As he'll be the 9-hole hitter. Shows bunt. Gets by him, though, as he fouls that one off. Boy, I was just saying, you go from like 1 through 7 in this Lander lineup, a good ways over 100 at bats, but then going to 8 and 9 with McCurley and Zone, who have 92 and then 72 at bats. But really getting a lot of experience here, getting from some more at bats. Even Logan Kobus, who has only 12 at bats, that one being his 13th. It just had as he flew out. Puts a good swing on that one just a little bit early on it. Fouls it off to get it to a 1-2 count here. As really trying to minimize the amount of damage that Lander can do here. Any way to get him out here would be very crucial for the Warriors. And really anything in the outfield that gets down, that's 2 runners scoring. Pitch 2 on 1-2 count. Can't get him a swing on the inside curve. So count is even at 2-2 here. Curly really up on that plate, really trying to take away that inside slider. As they'll let it go outside. As that one is caught in foul territory for the third out there. So minimal damage done, but Lander does break it open this game. Coming from the RBI double, coming from zone. But it just is a 1-0 game as we do head to the bottom of the second inning. The Warriors trying to come back in this game and get either a tie or a lead in this game. As we do come in lead off here, it will be Jarrett Whitley, then Zach Kim, and then Jason Cully as your 4, 5, 6 hitters come out to bat here on Conference Carolina's digital network.
This is it. Step into community, step into faith, step into life. Step into Southern Wesleyan University.
Getting back now here, Jarrett Whitley to lead off here in Conference Carolina's digital network. Warriors being down 1-0 here after the RBI double coming from zone back in the top half of this inning. Nestor having a 6-pitch inning to top off the bottom of the first inning. So I know Whitley will step in. Does have the hitters count here at 2-0. That one does find the zone there. As Willie is up on the plate, so really anything on the inside corner will be called a strike, and kind of jams him a little bit. Does open up the stance here, though. As that one is a high fly ball deep to left field. It'll be foul, though. Just a few feet foul, but a long shot ball. So 2-2 count here after the long foul ball. So that one does miss there on the outside corner. Really trying to get in a chase on that one. But really anything left up in the zone, just like that fastball we just saw get fouled off a pretty long ways, will probably not be thrown again. That one is fouled off once again, just not as far as the last one, though. The count does stay at full here. Close to the stance, back up again. Really trying to hit that inside corner, and they do jam him there. Which is a good pickup by Nastro to see him close that stance up a little bit to go then inside fastball. Of course, really either going to blow it by him or it'll be a little trickle or a little fly ball. But now after that strikeout, Zach Kim will be stepping in here, third baseman here for the Warriors. First pitch to him does find the zone for strike one. Gets him swing on the outside corner for strike 2. It's now in that 0-2 hole. Kim has really been a good piece for the Warriors here. This being his first year at Southern Wesleyan. As that one is fouled off. Good job of protecting, and that will be off of the light pole. The count stays at 0-2. Good job of battling here, protecting the plate. Of course, Kim also having a pretty close stance. So Nastro might look for that inside fastball. But that one does find the heart of the plate, but that won't be able to get down in time. As Gary Garrett is in there to track it down for the second out. Now the lefty Jason Collier to step in. Of course, Cully, first year at Southern Wesleyan, also a very good piece for the Warriors. Hitting .219, 96 at-bats. Really see him poke at a few places that fouls that breaking ball off there. So he is also in the 0-2 count. Of course, in the same situation as Kim. But Nastro might look to go that outside fastball, and they go outside and high for the strikeout. So that'll be another 3-up, 3-down inning for the Warriors offense. As they still do trail here 1-0 on Conference Carolina's digital network. Getting back now here to the top of the third inning, as the Warriors did go once again down 3-up, 3-down from some excellent pitching coming from Michael Nastro. As now we go back to the leadoff spot. Nakal 0-for-1 as he flew out to right field in his first at-bat. That first pitch looks like he'll fly out to Travis Hammond, who's under it, for the can of corn and the first out. So now stepping in here, once again, that'll be number 21. That'll be Wilder. Also 0-for-1 on the game. Lined out to Clay Porter over at short. So right now the 1-0 count. Dixon still on the mound for the Warriors. Not pitching too bad so far, just giving it those 2 hits. As tries to get the breaking ball in the outside corner and just missing it a little bit. As the count moves to 2-0. So the 2-0 pitch coming from Dixon. Tries to go outside there once again, but can't find a corner. So that'll miss high and out. 3-0 count. As that one does find the zone there for strike 1. Now Dixon just really need to find the zone once again here. Or just get Wilder to swing it one put in play. Can't do as he misses low for ball 4. That'll be walk number 2 for him.
Now batting number 30, Connor Drowse.
As Connor Drowse does step in here, struck out in his first at bat back in the first inning. Was the first and only strikeout victim for Dixon. But really a guy you can't really hang anything to him because he will crush it somewhere. 16 home runs, there's a pickoff move. Wilder back in there easily. But 16 home runs is something that you just cannot mess with, especially if you're Cal Dixon. As he tries to go breaking ball, missing a little high. That will be ball 1. Wilder does have 10 stolen bases on 12 attempts, so might see some kind of movement from him. So there's another pick-over move. Has to dive back in there, but is back in easily. The 1-0 pitch from Dixon. Tries to put a swing on it. Again, out in front on it. And fouls it off. Drowse has been out in front on most of the pitches from Dixon today. But just of the 2 at-bats he's had so far. Force Wilder over at first base with a comfortable lead. As Dixon does pick over for the 3rd time. We are talking about MLB and the new rules. That would be a balk on his part. But that rule really hasn't reached D2 college baseball yet. As he tries to go on the outside corner with another breaking ball, but that is no good to put the count at 2-1. 2-1 pitch coming. Does get the breaking ball in there and does find the heart of the plate to put it even at 2-2. It's a good guy to put out here. So there's another pickover move. A little bit closer, but almost throws it away. Dixon already picked over 4 times. Just to Wilder at first. Of course, when you look at the stats, having 10 stolen bases, of course, you really need to keep them close. As that one does bounce in the dirt, but good job from Francis behind the plate to block that one. But it will be full count here to Drells. As you really wouldn't want to go back-to-back walks for Dixon here. But of course, don't want to leave anything hanging as they do get the swing and a miss on the breaking ball there for back-to-back strikeouts on Drells. So both strikeouts for Dixon have come against Strauss. As Coach Robinson will come out here. It looks like we might have a new pitcher after that strikeout. So now as Manuel Guez will come up to the plate for Lander, looking like we will have a new pitcher coming in. So after 2 2/3 inning for Kyle Dixon, his day will be done. Faced 12 batters, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 hits, and 1 run earned. As now the new pitcher for the Warriors is going to be number 34, Garrick Schreiber. As his first move on the mound will be a pickoff move to Wilder. Now Manuel Guez steps in here. Had a pretty deep double in his first at bat. Broke open the game with the first hit on both sides. And really started a small rally for the Bearcats. Schreiber does go for the sidearm action. So it does limit his velocity, but does put a little bit more spin and rotation on the ball. Ran 0-2. Manuel Guez does have a 2-0 count. Does find the zone there. Porter trying to have some range. Can't get to it, though. And Wilder will reach third on a little slow rolling ball that found the middle.
Now batting number 15, Chandler Moeller.
So credit Manuel Guez with his second hit on the day. 2 for 2 with a single and a double so far. As now we have runners on the corners here, 2 outs. As Moeller will step back in, 0 for 1 on the day, flew out to Hammond back in the second inning. Schreiber really trying to control it here, as that one's popped out again. Hammond reaching over for it, and that'll be caught for the third out. So just the one hit here, and no runs earned for the Warriors. Now time for the bats to get alive for them here as we head to the bottom of the third inning on Conference Carolina's digital network.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
Now back here for bottom of the third inning. Warriors still trailing 1-0 against the Bearcats as Clay Porter will lead off here. Did watch strike one go by him. And show a little grace to Porter on that one. The count will be 1-1. That one can't find the zone. Does miss on the outside by a good margin. It's a 2-1 count to Porter. And after that miss, it will be 3-1 here. And that one will be caught after a great play. Coming from the right fielder, that's Moeller out and right. So that Bearcat outfield really showing us a little highlight reel here today. So now stepping in here, it will be the catcher. That'll be Derek Francis stepping in. One of the better hitting catchers on this lineup. As that one gets by him, couldn't really catch up to it. The count moves to 1-1. Put that one in play, but that one is grabbed for the second out. It's a 2-line drive and 2 hits really got robbed from the Warriors there. Really showing they can hit the ball, but it's just to the wrong places, unfortunately. As right now, the 9-hole hitter, Travis Hammond, stepping in here. Getting back into the starting lineup as that one blows by him for strike one. So the 0-1 count here, Nastra really on a tear. As that breaking ball is just hanging in there, finding the zone, putting Hammond in the 0-2. Hammond really trying to work the count here, as he has a good eye on that one at missing outside. A little breaking ball there. It looked like it almost hit Hammond, but just bouncing right in front of him. We'll have a 2-2 count here. Hammond was in the 0-2 hole here as Nasser delivers. Cannot find the zone. They will check the swing. Says he did not go. So we will have a full count here. Full count pitch here. And that will be ball 4. So perfect game over here in the 3rd inning with 2 outs. A real heartbreaker for Nasser there. And we will see the top of the lineup here as Gage Shaver steps back in. For 1 on the day, of course. Did ground out up to the 3rd baseman, his first at bat. As it really sits back on that one, but fouls it off. Pick over move, but Hammond's backing easily. Of course, Hammond, a guy who will take a base at will. That breaking ball might find some ground and does. And that'll get past the center fielder, so Hammond will score from first. On a great hit coming from Gage Shaver, that will be an RBI double for him. So perfect game and no hitter gone in the same inning. So great hit coming from Gage Shaver to tie up this ball game here in the bottom of the 3rd as Cam Mitchum does step in here 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded out to the shortstop in his first at bat. Gets that one blown by him for strike 1. Breaking ball hangs through the zone. But Mitchum just kind of froze there now in the 0-2. So the 0-2 count here, and Mitchum really trying to protect here. Nasser to deliver. And just gets him to swing at one in the dirt for strike 3, but the Warriors do scratch a run on the RBI double coming from Gage Shaver just a few moments ago. So it's a new ball game here, 1-1 as we do head to the top of the 4th inning on Conference Carolina's digital network. Stepping in here, a new ball game, 1-1. Warriors did tie it up back in the bottom half of the inning. After Gage Shaver, leadoff hitter for the Warriors, came and scored Hammond on the RBI double. But now we have Gary Garrett stepping in here. As that pitch on him does get the strike called, even the count to 1-1. Garrett flies that one out. Could be some trouble for the Warriors. Clay Porter does come over and catch that one. Zach Kim really not getting a good jump on that ball. Couldn't really read it in the air. But Porter did have some range on it. Could get behind it for the first out. Kobus to step in here. 0 for 1 flew out to Hammond. As he Kobus in the 1-2 count after fouling that one off. Chance for Warriors to get their second out here. Trevor really trying to get Kobus out here. And that one's a liner. Hammond trying to get there and does. It's a great thing about having Travis Hammond out in center field or just in the outfield is he can cover some ground with that speed. So Hammond does save an extra base hit there. And gets the Warriors their second out here in the inning. Now stepping in is Oliver Zone, trying to bunt his way on there. Unsuccessful as he fouls it off. He is 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI. Responsible for all of the runs here. So his bunt again, tries to get down, fouled off once again. So he really confident in that speed, laying a bunt down here with 2 outs. But now being down 0-2. Tries to quick pitch him there, but doesn't get him. A good idea coming from Schreiber. We do have the 1-2 count, though. And that one's hit into center field, but is caught by Travis Hammond on the run. That will be a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Warriors there. Some great defense being shown from Travis Hammond, showing off the range and the speed. Warriors still tied here as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Warriors trying to break open this game, get their first lead. As we do have leading off in the bottom of the 4th inning, it's Marty Grizzo, Jared Whitley, then Zach Kim, 3, 4, 5 hitters. When we come back on Conference Carolina's digital network.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners. 2 years.
In here now, bottom of the fourth inning action. Marty Grizzo here to lead off, 0 for 1 the day. Flew out to the second baseman in shallow center field in his last at bat back in the first inning. Last inning, Warriors did come back into a tie here, as that one is fouled off by Grizzo to put him in the 1-1. And just a great RBI double coming from Shaver to score Hammond all the way from first. Of course, the speed on Hammond really helping that one. Michael Nastro still on the mound here in the bottom of the fourth. Breaking ball, can't find the zone, little too high. So the 2-1 count here to Grizzo. Of course, drizzled just a little bit before the game. So the ground's just a little bit damp. As that one does get away from Nastro. Move the count to 3-1. Chance for Grizzo to get on base here with the walk. It swings that one just a little high to move to a full count here. That one would, of course, have been ball 4, but now having to battle back here. Nastro delivers inside corner and gets him on that one for the strikeout. And out number 1 here. Now they'll bring up Jarrett Whitley, 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the second inning. Of course, Whitley sent one. Ball into the Monex parking lot. That one just fouls. He takes the first one, though, off of his front foot. So no need for a swing on that one. That will be a runner on here. Zachary Kim to step in here, 0 for 1. Did line out to Garrett out in center. As that one is rolled over on, double play opportunity, and they will get it there for outs number 2 and 3 on the 5-4-3 ball.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous Meat and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
McCurley here to step in to lead off for the Bearcats. Top of the fifth action here. Schreiber still on the mound here for the Warriors, as he beams McCurley on the first pitch there. Really not how you want to start off the inning, being tied with Lander here. Of course, go back to the fact when runners get on for Lander, they do capitalize. But now we go back to Nakao in the one spot for Lander. 0 for 2 on the day as fly out to both right field and center field. Shows bunt, but able to pull it back in time. Cow in the 1-0. Pick over move by Schreiber. Unsuccessful there. That one not being able to find the zone either. So here's count to Nakao in the 2-0. Runner does go, but is fouled off. Of course, did look like McCurley did have that base stolen. And sitting in the 2-0 count, really no reason to swing at it if you already have the base stolen. Now another pick over move, unsuccessful there for the Warriors. Two 1 to Nakao. Bunt is down, and it's a beauty. Everyone's safe there. So close to going to the to a foul ball, but able just to keep it there. That wet grass really doing some beauties for him there. As Ethan Wilder's here to step in for the third time. 0 for 1 walked in his last at bat. We're still not having any outs here. Great ball there from Schreiber. Schreiber delivers outside, can't get that breaker to come. So now the 1-1 to Wilder. That one goes the opposite way. It'll be down if it is. So close, just in that corner. It's a very sharp corner there in right field at Dr. C. Keith Connor. That was very close to even a 3-run homer. We're just getting down to score 2 runs there. But it'll just be a long foul ball, fortunately for the Warriors. Now Wilder's in the 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch here. Almost gets him to go, but holds it back. 2-2. Warriors would love to turn 2 here. The 2-2 pitch coming is a pickoff move. It does not throw on that one. Another breaker. Holds off on it. Now move to a full count here. So really in a spot where you have to throw to the zone. This ball four would load the bases here. And that'll bring up Connor Drowse, who you do not want up with bases loaded situation. As that one's hit in a gap, that one's going to fall down. And a one hop, almost a ground rule double, but that one will score two. And so that'll be a stand-up 2 RBI for Wilder. So that breaks open the tie here. 3-1, the visiting Bearcats do lead. As Warriors still looking for their first out here. Strauss, the DH, does step in. Over 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts. The only 2 strikeouts that the Warriors, or the Bearcats, have in this game. That's really all you can do if you're Schreiber. You just have to throw to a zone. But it does look like Matt Robinson will be coming. Might see a pitching change here. Might be calling for the lefty. We did see one pitcher come out but went back into the bullpen. So really trying to wait on, see who's coming out here. Or if they will have any pitch change at all. Looking like we might just have a simple meeting in the infield here. As they do have a hitter like Drowse coming out to bat. It is 0 for 2. But can really hit the ball a long ways as you just look at the stats, 16 home runs. You can't really overlook it that much. You just have to watch. With Schreiber being the sidearm pitcher, really having to watch on that breaking ball, making sure it doesn't hang. Because as that sweeper does try to change them, it look like they will intentionally walk Drowse. Which, even though he is 0-2 in this game, a pretty smart move coming from Coach Robinson.
Now batting number 32, Chris Manriquez.
So Manriquez here to step in. This guy is 2 for 2 on the day, a double and a single. Does have 3 home runs to his name on the season. Makes you feel a little bit better as that one's hit into the gap. Look like a runner will score. And it will. As Wilder does score from second base to extend the lead now to 3.
Now batting number 15, Chandler Muller.
3 runners have scored, and it looks like we will have a new pitcher in here. As Robinson will come in for a second time. New pitcher here for the Warriors, number 40, Jack Dennison. As Schreiber's day will be done after an inning in the third. So Dennison, the lefty here, runners on first and second. Mulray here in the 2-0. Not the best start for Dennison so far. Coming in a tight situation here. Runners on first and second. No outs here. As that one is rolled over, but foul for strike one. It's been a big inning so far for the Bearcats, scoring 3. Breaking ball doesn't have enough break there as that one just is left outside. It's now a 3-1 here, really trying to keep him on. As that one does get blown by him, puts it to a full count here to Moeller. Out here is very crucial as they blow it by him for strikeout and out number 1 here. A great comeback here for Jack Dennison as he was down 3-1 and came back and got the strikeout there. Now stepping in is Garrett, center fielder. He'll return. 0 for 1, got walked back in the second inning. But now you just turn to the double play ball, really trying to lean on that middle infield the Warriors have, as that one is fouled off on the opposite way. Garrett has not grounded into a double play at all this season. There's always a first for something, though. As that breaking ball freezes him, puts him in the 0-2. Lefty-lefty action here. 0-2 pitch coming. Hit up the middle, into the gap, looking like 2 runs might score. And that gets by him. So that one, Gage Shaver, a rare error coming from him. As that one does clear the bases and just extends the lead there. As that one's hitting the gap there, another one. The Bearcats just finding the gap here. As there'll be a stand up for Kobus. And the RBI really just swapping places with Garrett there. Now just a big inning there. Warriors still just having 1 out. Now Zone here to step in. That one not finding the plate, but a good block by Francis. what was a close game and 1-1 before this inning has turned into a 7-1 game and looking just like a blowout here for the Bearcats. As there still is a lot of game left to be played here, of course, going to the bottom of the 5th inning. You also have 6, 7, 8, and 9 left to play. The Warriors just having to really hone in. Of course, they're throwing strikes and limiting the walks. Of course, only just the one error, but very costly error there. Coming from Shaver over in left field just a few moments ago. But the Bearcats really just finding the gaps. Now, Zone does have the 3-1 count after watching strike one go by right there. So Denison really trying to fight back here. But that one does get him on the inside shoulder.
Now batting number 6, Ross Curley.
And now Coach Robinson coming out again. Might see another pitching change. Looking like we will have that pitching change here. Trying to get a number on him. So Bryce Metz here to step in. 6-foot righty. One of the many transfers from USC Union on this team. And Jack Denison's day will be done just after a third of an inning. So we do bat around here. Our 6, McCurley, will step back in. Started off the inning. As there was a stolen base attempt. Looking like they will get him over at third base. So ball 1 to McCurley. But they do get the second out here as they try to go double steal as Kobus is out at third. But Zone is at second base. A little bit of mix-up on the pitch calls. So Francis having to go out there to Mets. Also on Conference Carolina's digital network, and also a home game for the Warriors. Women's lacrosse is in fourth quarter now with Young Harris still battling it out. Of course, the interconference. Clay Porter with the grab over at shortstop, and that one will end the inning.
This is it. Step into community, step into faith, step into life. Step into Southern Wesleyan University. Bottom of the fifth inning here. Warriors still trailing 7-1 after a pretty unfortunate inning, but very fortunate for visiting Bearcats. Just getting a lot of hits and a lot of base runners in that inning, scratching 6 in the top half of the fifth. Now lead by 6. Warriors really just trying to start chiseling away at this lead here, inning by inning. As Jason Cully does lead off here in the 6th hole. Over one on the day, struck out back in the 2nd inning. Michael Nastro still on the mound here. That one does find the zone to even the count at 1-1 to Cully. A good eye coming from Cully on that one to get the count at 2-1. Another good eye from him on the outside corner. That one misses. So a 3-1 here to Jason Cully. Be a good guy to get on the base paths here. And that one doesn't find the zone. That'll be ball 4. That'll put Jason Cully on first. And that'll bring up the shortstop. Porter comes back in. His second at bat. 0 for 1 on the day. Shows bunt on that one. Able to pull it back in time, though. That one is in there for ball 1. Muller in left field made a great diving play. As that's a pickoff move that does get Cully there. Now in a pickle. Almost throws it away, still in the pickle. He falls down, though, and he'll be picked off. And so just a great pickoff move there.
So now nobody on here. 1 out for the Warriors. Porter, just a line shot right over to the shortstop. And Wilder will get there. But Clay Porter's had some solid hits, and it's just been right to somebody, unfortunately. And just a breaking ball gets Francis on that one. He's in the 0-2. 0 for 1 on the day, lined out to the shortstop, just as Porter did. 0-2, a good eye from him. Now 1-2 to Francis here, really trying to start something for the Warriors here. Being down by 6 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning, 2 outs here. Does have a 2-2 count here. Castro trying to get out the inning here. That went down third base line, gloved and retired over at first base. So another 3 up, 3 down inning as Nastro just retires the side with the help from his defense. And the pickoff move as they got Cully sleeping over at first base. Warriors still trail 7-1 here as now we head to the top of the 6th inning on Conference Carolina's digital network. Now to the top of the 6th inning here, Bryce Metz still on the mound for the Warriors. As that one's ground out to Clay Porter over at shortstop. As Nakao grounds out on that one. So a quick first pitch out there. As Ethan Wilder will step back in. Had a double that scored 2 in his last at bat, but nobody on here. As the women's lacrosse game just ended. Warriors falling in that game to the powerhouse, and just a great grab coming from Zach Kim, who makes the play. What a grab and what a throw coming from Kim over at third. Saves a hit and makes the highlight reel. Now Connor Droz to step in here. Hasn't really done much action today. Over 2, was intentionally walked in his last at bat. First time facing Mets. Good eye coming from Drowse there. His count at 1-1. Tries to get that breaking ball in there, but no good. Count goes to 2-1. Of course, the Warriors not really their best season in recent history. Really just in rebuild mode. Trying to get a better team. Just really thinking about next year for now. And the improvements that they can make to come back and get better next year. As that one is ball 4 to Drowse. He'll get on for the second time. His second time being walked. First time intentionally. I mean, that walk right there did seem pretty intentional there, being walked on 4-1 count. Manuel Guez will step in here. Has had a really great day, 3 for 3 thus far in this game. Really been finding the gaps as he watches the first one in there for ball 1. As that one is hit a long ways. Looking for the fence, up and out. That'll leave the yard and just extend the lead. So Manuel Guez just a triple shy of the cycle here today, as he has 2 singles and a double. Now a home run to his resume in this game. Really been a spotlight player thus far. Now score being 9-1 here. 2 outs. It's been a pretty good inning so far for the Warriors, besides the walk and then the home run just now. We're really just trying to settle in here if you're Bryce Mets. Still trying to get that third out and just go back and start chipping away as fast as you can. As they do still have the bottom of 6, 7, 8, 9 left to play. So still some game, but running out of time here. As Muller to step in here. Count is at 1-1. 0 for 3 so far in this game. Hasn't really been his day. I mean, of course, it's pretty hard hitting behind Manuel Guez in this game, as that one's just thrown away. Just plays like that. You have to get the fundamentals down for the Warriors. So that'll be the second. So now instead of bottom of the 6th, we have still 2 outs here, and Gary Garrett, center fielder, stepping in here as he watches ball 1 go on the outside corner. Of course, plays like that. It's been a real struggle for the Warriors on the defensive end just because of errors. That's hit back up the middle. Bryce Metz error. And he'll just toss it there. He gets it right, and that will be the end of the inning. Just the 2-run homer given up in that inning on the bright side. Only 1 hit given up. The Warriors trail now by 8 runs as we hit to the bottom of the 6th inning on Conference Carolina's digital network. As the sun starts going down here, Dr. C. Keith Connor Field, Warriors still trailing by 8 runs as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Here leading off for the Warriors, it's the 9-hole hitter, Travis Hammond. As he's walked in his first at-bat back in the 3rd inning. Shows bunt. Is he able to pull it back in time? They will say he did pull it back in. He'll be hit by a pitch there. Just took it on the arm. Not the best place to take it. Hoping he is okay. Seems to be walking it off, so that will be a base runner there. So now we go back to the top of the order for the Warriors here. Gage Shaver, a little bit of deja vu moment. And from his last at bat, as he puts a good swing on that one, but gets by him for strike 1. Shaver, of course, hitting the RBI double in his last at bat to tie up the game back in the 3rd inning. You'd love to see it happen again here as he watches that breaking ball find the zone for strike 2. So he'll deliver here. Tries to frame it on the outside corner, but just a little too far outside for him. Shaver having the 1-2 count on him, really trying to protect here. Any base runner they can get or any base hit they can get, very crucial for the rest of the entire of this game. As that breaking ball, he'll find it. Gets it past Wilder at short. Find the gap, so he'll have his 2nd hit on the game. And that'll move Hammond to 2nd. And that'll bring up Cam Mitchum here. 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out and struck out. Of course, Mitchum can send the long ball, but really just trying to put something in play here. Preferably not a double play ball. As that one misses high and out. Of course, with Mitchum, you do still have to watch what you throw him because he can crush a ball at will. As that one's ripped down the line, but foul. Puts him into the count 1-1. One here. To Mitchum. Can't find the zone. That's low. Mitchum having a good eye so far in this at-bat. Two one he delivers. That one missing low as well. 3-1 count to Mitchum. Three and 1 count here. Looked like probably would have caught the bottom of the zone there, so a good swing from Mitchum, but now in the full count. Really trying to protect. Have to watch what you're chasing at, though. Full count here. Dribbles that one down the line. Is a fair ball. And so Hammond will score. And they'll stop Shaver at third. And that'll be a stand-up double and an RBI for Cam Mitchum. His first hit of the game. As that one just bouncing right over third base, getting down for a fair ball. A great 3-2 hit coming from Mitchum. Was able to keep his hands back on that one. So Warriors chipping into that lead just a little bit here. Still trail by 7, though. As Marty Grizzo steps in for the third time. 0 for 2 on the day. As he fouls that one off. Was a strikeout victim in his last at bat. Nastro does have 4 strikeouts so far in this game. So that one's fouled off once again. Now Grizzo in the 0-2. Good eye coming from Grizzle on that one. As Nastro's just hit the 70 pitch mark. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As that one, Grizzo reaches for out in front, but does end up fouling it off. Stays at 1-2. Grizzo still trying to protect here. Something in the outfield might score 2. Or Shaver has some speed over at third. Puts that one in play over at first. But a run will score there. Mitchum gets to third on that one. Shaver does end up scoring there, so a great at-bat coming from Grizzo does score a run as they do continue to chip into that lead, now down by 6. And we will have a pitching change here. So Nastro will be done.
now a new pitcher coming in. It's going to be number 32. Be Manuel Guez, actually. So this is actually the first time that we get to see Manuel Guez pitching. And the first ball that he gets beams Whitley. So not really how you want to start off your pitching campaign if you're Manuel Guez, but he's really hitting just too well to care. I mean, 4 for 4, triple away from the cycle. Of course, to show off the speed, that's a great hit coming from Kim. That might go at the warning track. What a great hit coming from Kim. And they'll send Whitley, has the wheels, calls him safe at the plate. What a great hit coming from Zach Kim to get in the gap and score 2. And Whitley putting on the wheels, scoring from first base on the stand-up double coming from Zach Kim, who hit it all the way to the warning track out in left center field. So Warriors kind of fighting back here, scored 4. Now down by 4 here, 9-5. Still just have the one out here. As Jason Cully does step in. He got walked in his last at bat. But really a time you need the bats to start coming alive. But it's a swing on that one. Just drilled it over to the first baseman. And Arguez able to get over there for the out. So now 2 outs as Kim moves over to third base. Clay Porter here to step in. Has put a good swing on the ball, but just right to someone. Just unfortunately, really trying to get his first hit here, score a run. 2 outs here. Breaking ball is high. That's missing. That one hit on the ground. Porter trying to beat it out. Got the speed. And that'll be dropped. So Porter will reach on the air there. And a run will score. So the Warriors having just a little bit of life in them here as they've scored 5 and now down just by 3. As Derek Francis steps up and a great stolen base coming from Clay Porter. As Francis is 0 for 2 on the day. Needs a hit here to extend the inning and also the Warriors rally here. That one low, missing the zone. 2-0 is the count. 2-0 count here to Francis. But it's a great swing on that one. Just way too foul. So 2-1 is the count here.
2-2 the count here for Francis. And that one gets down. Porter will score. So the Warriors really just having a great bottom of the 6th inning, scoring 6 runs here. And the score now 9-7. So now still 2 outs here. Travis Heyman up to bat. That one's fouled off there. Hammond down in the 0-2. Warriors having a very great inning so far. And that one gets by. And so that one will be a pass ball. Francis gets the second on it. Hammond calls time there. Sits in the 1-2 count. So Hammond steps back in here. 1-2 count here, 2 outs. Really has to protect here. Trying to extend the inning. Watches that one in there. 2-2 is the count. Only down by 2 here. They've had a pretty big inning. And he'll watch strike 3 go by. But that will end the inning. But now after the Warriors scratch 6 here, instead of being down by 8, they're now just down by 2. As now we head to the top of the 7th inning with more action when we come back on Conference Carolina's digital network.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen printing, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners. We've been in business now for over 32 years.
We have a new pitcher coming in for the Warriors here to start off the 7th inning. Number 42, Jalen Morgan, to step in as the Warriors had a big inning in the last bottom half of the 6th inning. Now trailed by only 2 runs. As Jalen Morgan does come in the game, does have some good velocity on him. Just really am to watch on how his control and location comes into factor in this game with the 12-12 ERA. 0 for 2 in 15 appearances. Second on this Warriors pitching staff, at least tied for second with Adrian Abad, but Adrian Abad being one of the Warriors' main closers coming into tight games. But Jalen Morgan, his job mainly is to keep this lead close, as that's a great stop coming from Clay Porter, just not able to get it in time. Looked like a prime Trey Turner over there with that kind of slide. But they'll give him we'll give Cobus a base hit on that one, as they put it in between Kim and Porter, but Porter just making a really great slide to stop that one. And now Zone here to step in. Two-0 count here coming from Morgan to Zone. It does find the zone on that one. Does find zone. Little play on words there. 2-1's the count. Pick over move. Back in easily, standing up, for matter of fact. Warriors do pick off a lot. That one missing the zone. 3-1 is the count. That one does get in there for strike 2, so chance for the Warriors get their first out here. 3-2 pitch coming, pickoff move. No good. Warriors now at their 10th pickoff. 0 for 10 on the pickoff moves, though, unfortunately. The Landers sitting at 50% with 2 pickoff moves and one of them being successful, as that one just gets by Whitley. And that'll bring Cobus into third. Just being right over his glove, unfortunately. So Zone will reach on base. Now having runners at the corners, still no outs here for the Warriors, as McCurley now steps in. A little lefty on righty action. Have a little meeting at the mound. And look like there might be a pitching change here, as Morgan does toss the ball, or it might just be asking for a new ball. We do see some kind of movement in the Warriors bullpen, but looking like they will stay with Morgan here. Runners on the corners here, no outs still. Meeting is adjourned here. McCurley is 0 for 2 on the day as he shows bunt. Was hit by a pitch back in the 5th inning, but also had 2 at-bats in the 5th inning. That one missing outside. 1-1 is the count. Pickoff move, had to be very careful on those. As that one can't find the zone. 2-1's the count in McCurley. Two-two count here in McCurley. Really needing an out here. Of course, if you can get the strikeout, then a double play ball and keep the runner from scoring over at third. Be pretty great for the Warriors, only being down 2. Of course, last inning showing that they can put up a lot of runs in an inning. So he'll deliver there, missing the zone. We'll go to a full count to McCurley here. Up the middle, double play ball opportunity, but gets by Whitley. So that'll be an 85 to score a run. So now we have runners at the corners once again. Now Nikau will come back again for his 5th at bat. Nikau watches the first one in there for ball 1. Landers lead goes back to 3. Still with no outs here. That one's popped up. Runner might tag. Under it. Runner does fake the go. And a great throw coming from the outfield. Great throw coming from Jason Cully. Now we do have 1 out here. Double play ball is active. Yes, Ethan Wilder steps in for the 5th time. 1 for 3. Got walked. Back into 3rd. Well, that one almost gets the foot of Wilder. Having to get out of the way of that one. That'll just be ball 1. Of course, Whitley and Porter in double play depth as Morgan tries to go pick off again. Unsuccessful. Runner does go, but that one's going to find a gap and score a few. And two will score there, all of them standing up. So that'll be a stand-up double and give him 2 RBIs there for Wilder. Lander goes now up to 5 runs with that lead. Still with 1 out here, some action in the Warriors bullpen. Breaking ball doesn't find the zone to Drowse. Does get him on the 1-1 there. Blows it by him on that one. Drowse really hasn't made much contact yet in this game. Of course, is a guy who can really hit it a long ways when he does. 1-2 count to Drowse. Good eye coming from him. Now 2-2 is the count. That one is fouled off. So we'll stay at 2-2 here to Drowse. To delivery. A breaking ball. He'll hold back, though. So now we have a 3-2 count here. You would think if we do see a ball 4 here from Morgan, it might be the end of his day. That one is rolled over, stays alive with the foul ball. So we'll stay in the 3-2 here. Morgan delivers. Fouls it off. Francis not able to hold on to it. Full count here. That's a rocket. That might leave the yard. And does. Home run number 17. Enriquez now, the pitcher for the Bearcats, stepping in here. As the Warriors still having 2 outs here. 17 home runs for Connor Drowse. And it looks like that might be the end for Jalen Morgan today. And it looks like Adrian Abad will be entering here for the Warriors. As that close deficit there, only being down by 2 runs, has since then just gone away. As Morgan's day will be done. After giving it 5 here. Manuel here to step in. Adrian Abad will get his chance in the game. Nobody on, 1 out. After the 2-run homer from Drowse. 14-7. The visiting Bearcats lead. First one from Abad. Can't find the zone to Manuel. Whitley shaded over, pretty much even with second base. Ball delivers. Breaking ball does find the zone on that one. Evens count at 1-1. The 1-1 here. Gets him a swing on that sweeping slider. Now 1-2 is the count. Manuel 4 for 4 on the day. Just that triple shy of the cycle. That one missing again. So counts even at 2-2. A 2-2 coming. That one's fouled off. The Manuel will stay alive here. Has looked really good at the plate so far. Just gave up a few runs coming off the mound. But that one beams him.
How many hit by pitches have we had today?
3 or 4.
It's 3 and 1. We've hit 3.
Okay, so I was right. 3.
So the third hit batter for the Warriors.
Now batting number 15, Chandler Mullen.
Warriors not really in double play depth, really, or really going towards the shift over. Breaking ball there to Moeller. Does find the zone. A little chop and swing on that one. Put him in the 0-2. Moeller is 0 for 4. Not a very good showing from him at the plate. Has a good eye on that one. That'll be ball 1. Abad trying to so 1-2 is the count here. That one's hit down the line, grabbed by Kim. Tries to get him at second base, and that one just bounces right to him. So now still here with 1 out. Gary Garrett does have a hit on the day, 1 for 3. That one outside, missing the zone, 2-0 to him. Been pretty good out in center field for the Bearcats. Some great defense coming from behind him. Taking away a lot of hits from the Warriors. As that one misses once again. 3-0 is the count. Can't really walk him here, putting bases loaded. As you'd love to see a double play ball from the Warriors here. That one does find the zone. Everyone gets him to swing at one in the dirt. And now we see a full count here. And that one just a check swing that goes foul. The 3-2 pitch coming. That one's grounded. They'll have to go to first with that one. And they'll get the out at first. A smart play there. They do have runners on second and third here, but 2 outs. As Kobus now steps up for the second time this inning. First pitch to Kobus. Can't find the zone. It'll be ball 1. 2-0 count here to Cobus.
I would say no, because let's say you're not a fan of that. Like, let's say you want that team to win, then you wouldn't go out and catch it.
That one does find the zone. Give a little bit of grace on that one. But high in the zone, they'll give it to him, though.
I'd rather them just have the run rule.
So 2-1 is the count.
I'm surprised they don't have it. They do. You have to agree by both teams.
That one hit down the line. That'll be a base hit. Looking like it'll score 2.
We really should agree to it more often. That too. We do. Yes. Think so. 2 runs. Yep.
Now batting number 2, Oliver.
Lead now goes back up to 8 runs.
No, but I can. Why? So you earned and
All the hard work the Warriors just put in the bottom half of the last inning just kind of went away there.
McClurley should always be unearned.
The zone comes back in for the second time this inning.
No, you have, I have to see all of them. I don't have. We're in the 7. Yes. If I fit Steelers' choice, advanced on an error. So he should be at second. He should be out. 2 outs. Round out.
2-0 count here to zone. Abad really needing to get out of this inning. Can't find the zone that one either. It'll be a quick 3-0.
Marquez. Marquez is unearned. He should have been the 3rd out. No, he should have been the 2nd out. And everything else is unearned afterwards because there should have been out the inning.
3-0 count does find the zone there. 3-1 now. And there for strike 2. We do have a full count here. So full count, 2 outs. More than likely, we'll see Cobus go on the delivery. Abad yet to pick over.
If he wasn't, I'd be very concerned.
Runner does go, but it's fouled off into the dugout. Three-two pitch here. That'll be ball 4. So now runners on first and second. And the Warriors just continue the struggle in this inning. So new batter here. That'll be McCurley for the second time this inning. That one a foul ball down the line. Very fortunate for the Warriors there. That one doesn't find the zone. Count goes to 1-1. Bearcats have already scored 7 runs in this inning. 16-7 is the score. That one does find the strike zone. Have a little movement on that one. 1-2 is the count. Needing the out here. Can't get it though. Move to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on. McCurley's second at bat of the inning. That one not finding the zone. Try to get him to bite. So we have another full count here. We're struggling with walks down the stretch. Needing one here. Chopper down the line. That'll go foul, though. So we stay at full count here with 2 outs. Of course, you're going to have both Cobus and Zone going on the delivery once again. Full count here. That one's a high fly ball. Shaver under it for the out. So we do see out number 3 here, but not after 7 runs here in the top of the 7th inning. So now we go here to the middle of the 7th. You can call the 7th inning stretch. Not really much of a stretch, though. We'll be right back on Conference Carolina's digital network. New pitcher for the Bearcats coming in here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Number 17, Joshua Sanchez. Comes in with a 5.52 ERA. His 12th appearance this season. Does have a 1-0 record. 14 2/3 innings pitched. Does have 13 strikeouts. And hitters come in hitting .246 against him. So just kind of trying to keep the lead here, trying to prevent another big inning from the Warriors. As Gage Shaver will lead it off here for the Warriors. Shaver 2 for 3 on the night. As he watches ball 1 go by. Good eye from him. Second pitch to him, fouled right behind him. Game's at a 1-1. 1-1 pitch coming from Sanchez. That one does find the zone to put him at 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Shaver trying to protect here. And does that indeed, fouling it off there.
After the first game.
1-2 pitch coming. Sanchez shakes off 2. And just fools Shaver on that pitch for the strikeout. As Cam Mitchum steps in here. 1 down for the Warriors. And a lot of ground to cover here. Being down 9 runs here at the bottom of the 7th inning. Did score 6 in the last half of the 6th inning. Need another one of those innings. As that first pitch to Mitchum finds the zone. Second pitch to him, gets another swing off of him. 0-2 count. Mitchum really having to protect here. 0-2 pitch gets him on 3. So back-to-back Ks for Sanchez. So now Marty Grizzo will step in. Over 3 on the night. But first pitch bonks him. And he'll reach that way. And that's why we wear helmets. So now the second baseman, Jarrett Whitley, will step in. Has been hit by a pitch in the game. Still 2 outs here for the Warriors. Really starting to rally here. As that one's a high fly ball. In shallow left field. Caught by the shortstop for the 3rd out. So Warriors go 4 up, 3 down that inning. Just having Grizzo as the lone base runner after taking one in the head. Score still stays where it's at, 16-7. As we head here to the 8th inning on Conference Carolina's digital network.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
Garrett Swink, the new pitcher coming in here for the Warriors. 9.82 ERA, 8 appearances. Has thrown 7 1/3 innings. As we start off this 8th inning, it'll be Taichi Nakao, the leadoff hitter, the one-hole hitter for the Bearcats. Yeah, so you watch this strike one come from Swink. Nakao just has the lone hit, 1 for 5 on the day. As that one doesn't find the zone on that one, puts it to 1-1. Breaking ball tries to get the top of the zone, no good. It'll be ball 2. That one just bottoms out there. It'll be ball 3. 3-1's the count. Again, when the Bears struggles with this, staff's just been walks all over the place. So that one does find the zone, put it set up full. Swing, trying his hardest not to lose in the cow here. That one's a little blooper into center field, but that one has enough distance for Hammond just to waltz on over for the first out.
Now batting number 21, Ethan Wilder.
Now shortstop Wilder stepping in here. Two for 5 on the day. And that one's a moonshot out into center field. Under it is Hammond for the second out. Wilder just doing his best Nakao impression there. As both of them pop out. As now home run hitter Connor Drowse steps in. Home run in his last at bat. 2-run homer to put his season total at 17. It's really having to watch what you throw him. As that one's high and out as well. 2-0 is the count. That one will be ball 3, so 3 straight to Drowse. And that will be 4 straight to him. Domeniquez to step in. Is 4 for 4. Got hit by a pitch in his last at bat. Just that triple shy of the cycle. This counts at 1-0 here. 1-1 the count here. Inside missing once again. Counts at 2-1. Tries to put a big swing on that one, but no good. Just fouls it off. Counts at 2-2 here. Two and two here. That one's hit. Hammond is under it. And Hammond will get all three on that one. And so that will end the inning. Warriors still trailing by 9, 16-7 as we go now to the bottom half of the 8th inning.
This is it. Step into community, step into faith, step into life. Step into Southern Wesleyan University.
Bottom of the 8th inning here. New pitcher coming in. Number 16. Ethan Barbie. Spelled B-A-R-B-E-E, not I-E. Zach Kim steps in here. Had a monster hit in the last inning as he gets jammed on that one. And a good throw and good stretch for the first out there. Now Jason Cully, the right fielder, to step in here. We'll see righty on lefty here. 0 for 2 with a walk.
GPA versus credit hours is it's like nothing. Because credit hours is like 10 points each one.
That one hit opposite field a pretty long ways off the light pole. Goes into fair territory, but still a foul ball.
It's like 1 point each my senior year.
I was in Molly for 2 years.
I did 2 years in Molly and 1 year in Stubby.
That one missing on the outside corner. 1-1 is the count.
Not the haunted one. That's good.
No, Stubby was haunted. People died there.
No, but that's not the haunted floor.
Tries to go back to that outside corner, but it's no good.
The person who died there, they weren't 5 floors when it was burned down. Isn't like when people
It's 2-1 here to Cully.
place is haunted, isn't it the grounds, not the building? Because either way, the building.
Up the middle. So has a chance on it. Cully ends up beating it out.
We're home, so use your discretion. But I have wall and short, so
So runner on here for Clay Porter. As he watches ball one go by. Do have one out here. So ball hit on the ground. Cully's definitely going to have to get on his horse to get to second.
are you behind on like chapel credits or anything?
That one up in the air.
I met like one of you guys.
It'll be Garrett under it for the second out. It's now Derek Francis,
Well, it's the December.
who is stepping in here with 2 outs.
I have a solution to the system. Makes it so much easier. Me and Anna and everyone, we came up with a great housing solution. It was fantastic.
Francis had a great RBI single in his last at bat.
It's definitely a winner.
That one's up the middle. It'll be gloved. No, it's not. And Cully's on the way to third. Gets in there. So great hit from Derek Francis.
What's your solution? Our solution
As Travis Hammond will step in here.
is to just make it straight. Junior, seniors are the only ones allowed to apply for the apartments. And that takes the factors in. Well, yeah, like in upcoming. Then seniors would get first dibs of any apartment. And this is what we did when I was here. We had a lottery system. So you go to the dining hall, you draw a colored stick. So there's like 4 colors for each class.
Hammond walked twice. One of those being from a hit by a pitch. It was over 1 on the day with that strikeout. On the outside corner, no good. It'll be ball 1. As we have runners on the corners with 2 outs.
We needed 1 senior because they would be the highest. But you could also limit it and say like they won't.
Barbie to deliver. Tries to go on that breaking ball, but again missing on the outside corner for ball 2.
Came up, Genie played.
I don't know how that would.
It worked really well when I was here. Just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Everyone knew where they stood. You knew, like as a sophomore, I knew I had no chance.
2-0 count. Hammond in the hitter's count.
Ready to try? Absolutely not.
Fouls that one off. Strike 1 there.
That's not a strict rule.
No, it's not a rule at all. It just ends up being coincidentally that way.
It used to be that, and then more and more there are people who aren't. But
Tries to go another breaking ball there, but on the inside corner. Doesn't get there, though.
there's a whole group of basketball guys that
So Hammond ahead 3-1.
Okay, cool. I think that will be seen less of next year.
So base hit ball 4 for Hammond here. As he watches that go in there for strike 2. And we'll have full count here. So on the pitch, we will see Francis go.
Ethan Edwards and Jaden they got first pick.
did they.
Yeah, so they got the one right next
Francis takes off, and that'll be ball 4. So now we go back to the top of the order. As Gage Shaver steps in. Shavers watches ball 1 go by. A great eye from him. So now bases loaded here for the Warriors. 2 outs. That one hit down the line, but foul. The 1-1 here to Shaver. That one's up the middle, gets off the shin, a little ricochet over to first base. So we'll give him the assist on the backboard. Unfortunately for Barbie, that one's going to hurt in the morning, but fortunately for him, it ricochets right to the first baseman for the 3rd out. New pitcher coming in here for the Warriors, as now we are in the 9th inning. Bearcats out to a comfortable lead, 16-7. That new pitcher being Ash Falk. As Moeller will lead off here. Of course, Falk having some good velocity on that fastball. Just trouble controlling and getting some location. So walks have been a hindrance to him so far. one does find the zone.
So they're filing as a commuter.
Yeah, but some of the ones that live on campus live in different states.
Yeah, but they say.
They're claiming.
2-1 turns to 3-1 on that pitch.
Yeah, but you have to put an address down. Yeah.
They're saying that's their address.
Got it.
I'm not sure if everyone's that way, but I know a few people. That's what they're.
That one will be ball 4. So now Gary Garrett to step in here
Just not gonna hear anything.
for the 6th time.
Now batting number 9, Gary Garrett.
Runner on first, no outs.
Is that the same one?
That one missing inside. Missing again for ball 2.
I do think that if you're married, you have to live off campus. Yeah, instead of
Well, I know Iowa has married housing. So, like, swamps.
there is like
Ball 3. So 3 straight to Garrett here coming from Falk. Not really how you want to start out the inning.
literally across the street from someone. There's like 4. Yeah, that's where Coach was way.
And that one missing for ball 4. So 2 straight for Falk. Replacing Kobus here. That'll be number 10.
That way. I've been watching.
That'll be Kyle Murphy. Comes in hitting 235. 34 at bats. Does have 7 RBIs on the year. It's only played in 10 games, though. Now has the 1-1. Runners on first and second, still no outs here. As that's a swing and miss. So that'll be strike number 2. So the 1-2 pitch here to Murphy. Well, that one inside and in the dirt. 2-2. And that one's a rocket. And that one's calling the warning track.
I think that's fine.
So Mueller will tag up. He'll be at third. That one just holding your breath just a little bit, right on the warning track there. As Oliver Zone steps back in. 0-1 is the count. Outside, missing the zone, 1-1. That one missing high for ball 2. That one way outside, but gets a swing on it. Make it 2-2. 2-2 pickoff move. Mitchum almost not ready for it. Runner goes. They'll try to back pick at third, but no good. So it'll be a stolen base there for Gary Garrett. I'll say that'll be a dead ball. So now we have bases loaded here. As a new face coming in here, number 28 looks like. That would be Cale Snethen to step in here. We're still only having one out. Snethen comes in hitting 172 through 29 at bats, this being number 30 for him. Warriors needing a double play ball to get out of this inning. As that one is ball 1 to Snethen. That one ends up finding the zone. There's a little reminder, this Saturday coming up, it's a home game for Warriors softball. Also, it'll be their senior night / day. We'll be able to honor we get to honor our seniors on that pretty talented softball team this year. It'll also be Military Appreciation Day over here at baseball, as they do get the strikeout there on Snethen. So that will be out number 2. As we, on Military Appreciation Day, get to break out some very nice uniforms for each Warrior on this baseball roster. Will be honoring a branch of the military there. As the Cal watches. Ball 1 going the outside corner. That one ends up finding the zone. 1-1 to him. The 1-1 here. Falk delivers. Can't find the zone there. Two one. That one's fouled off. We'll see a 2-2 here. big here if Vaughn can get out the jam.
That's why normally the spotter in soccer, I would say, is the easiest because it's very straightforward.
2-2 pitch coming. That one's fouled off.
Then baseball and softball are after that.
And the Cow very early on that one.
No, softball. Yeah, baseball's a little easier than softball. Chit-chatting. After. I know, but it's just funny how far away they are from the baseball.
2-2 pitch fouled off again.
You don't know.
No, I don't know exactly, but I've heard enough.
Volleyball, then lacrosse. Lacrosse and basketball are pretty even. Something bad happened with the Red Sox. No, he was just very disappointed about that ball.
So now the Cow goes to a 3-2 count with 2 outs. Bases loaded here. So runners will go. That one's hit. Gloved. And caught. Great play coming from the Warriors to get out the inning. So now we head to at the bottom of the 9th inning. Warriors down by a good margin, 9 runs to be exact. And we'll see what they can do when we come back on Conference Carolina's digital network.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous meet and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
Bottom of the 9th here, Jonathan Overton here to step in to replace Mitchum.
Is that one seeming a little better?
2-1 is the count to him here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad that one's working though. I have another.
That one on the inside.
Bring it down. Before Friday. Or we just use that one and just call it a day. I'm down with that plan too. Yep. I mean, it's already here.
And there goes the 3 up, 3 down.
And Overton will walk there to start off this inning. one fouled off the opposite way.
Jarrett Whitley hit a bomb foul ball. Like, very easily could have made it to the Wooly parking lot.
I like Jarrett.
1-1 the count here to Grizzle.
He earned brownie points.
How did he do that?
And that one just a little bit outside, so Overton will get a base.
Maybe.
Overton. Where is even Overton?
What?
So now Jarrett Whitley here stepping in.
No. What is in your nine, 8, 9 years being here? Who's your favorite player that you've watched?
That is a hard.
Sensitive ears in this room. Sensitive ears.
Do you want me to break it down by per sport or overall?
Go for overall and then
It's a swing and miss on him there to even the count at 1-1.
Okay. Let's keep going. Swinging and missing. Funnest player I've watched play. Were you on best? What was it?
No, there's. I'm leaving it up. So,
That one not finding the zone either. 2-1's the count.
Up there in women's soccer is Ashley Romanowski.
yes, I was kind of expecting that one.
Because she was just super fun to watch.
That one fouled off as well.
Like, that was just really cool.
Yeah.
Tajay was up there.
Yeah.
Lydia Clanton. She was fun to watch.
2-2 here.
I know I'm breaking it down by sport right now.
Can't find the zone. We'll go to a full count.
Alright, baseball wasn't anyone when I was in SID. The funnest person I've ever seen play baseball was Thomas Floyd, who's my best friend. So, a little partial, but
That's cheating.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
That breaking ball, he'll call it outside corner for ball 4. So that'll be 3 straight.
On the soccer side,
Or two straight, excuse me.
men's soccer's hard. I don't know. That's why I'm like saying.
As now bases are loaded. Zach Kim steps in.
Not that other people weren't fun, but like. Of course, Maddie's fun to watch play.
count goes to 2-1 here on Kim.
Oh, maybe it was just entertaining. That's a whole different category.
That'll be a dead ball there on Kim. So that'll walk in a run.
That's a hard question, though.
Yeah.
And Carla Gordon was.
Now to replace Cully, it'll be Chase Gribble to step in here.
You're not wrong. Freshman of the year. Yeah. Farron Nunez is really fun.
Farron's so fun to watch. Like, oh, it's for me. It's funny listening to them yell at each other.
Courtney was really fun. No.
Gribble steps in, takes ball one.
Trying to remember. Oh, I always liked watching.
Puts a swing on that one. That one gets by him. Evens it out 1-1. That's 4 straight walks right there. One of them being hit by a pitch.
Chance was fun to watch. Yeah, when he wasn't hitting good, he was.
That one's fouled off. Once again, counts at 1-2.
Basketball. Y'all won't know her. Tatiana Manuel, for women's basketball, defensive player of the year for us. Block queen, like just like a wall, like fantastic player. Also enjoyed watching Jessica Sparks shoot. Like that girl could sink a three.
I think Lexi's fun to watch.
Lexi's fun. I really like her passion.
2-2 here. Hit on the line.
Nope. Fielder's choice.
It'll be a fielder's choice there as a run does score.
Oh, Jamie Wright. On track.
What's the score? That's right, score. What's the score?
6-9 is the score here.
16.
16-9, excuse me.
Isn't it though?
I was gonna say, I was just like making sure I was on the right track.
That's true.
Yeah, Jamie Wright was really fun. My Sherry, of course.
Is Ronan getting up there?
Ronan's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Ronan's fun. It's hard to watch.
That one hit on the ground. For the second out, another run does come across the plate. That'll be Jarrett Whitley to score.
I like watching Zach Hurst.
Zach Hurst?
Yeah.
As Derek Francis
Wasn't bad.
comes in now.
See, I came in like after he was captain, like his second year being captain.
He's okay. Keen was fun, but then he got in his head too much.
Yeah.
When he was on. Ooh, Grant Kiker.
Quick 2-0 to Francis here.
Really fun to watch.
He was here all 4 years?
Grant, Grant didn't go to AU. There were a couple of them that did when Q came in. Grant left as
Now a quick 3-0.
after his sophomore season, I think. And his freshman year, he was fantastic his sophomore
There's
season.
2 outs, runner on second base. That'll be Gribble.
He wasn't as good.
That's been a quick 3-0 to Derek Francis.
Yeah, I've heard that.
As that one does find the zone there to move it to 3-1.
His sons for volleyball. Yeah.
Of course, Francis
Amber Bass up there.
trying to not be the third out here.
No, because there's Olivia.
That one a little inside gets called strike two. So we will see a full count here. 3-2, 2 outs here. That one fouled off. Francis will stay alive.
I don't know. It's hard to pick one because I've seen several that way.
Right.
You're really good.
It's cool hearing all the names, though.
I remember the names.
Yeah.
It's a good job to have that talent. So.
Yeah.
That one popped up. He does stay alive. Still 3-2.
One of my friends said, yeah, we're in the last inning, and they asked, like, how long is that, like, normally? I'm like,
And that'll be ball 4.
5 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on how bad they play.
Or in this case, how good.
No, I'm talking about this, how bad they play.
Now runners on first and second here.
Nah, he's walked like 5
Why can't I hear him in my head right now?
He's like, just let me lose this.
Sean Sute's senior.
Still having 2 outs here, but he's had a lot of walks in this inning.
He was fun to watch.
New pitcher coming in here, number 24, Dawson Campbell. Trying to get this game out of the way.
I started in 16.
As Lander does have 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth.
This is like the 8th year.
Warriors have scored 3 in this inning. Off of 4 walks, 1 hit batter. Haven't recorded a hit in this inning, though.
This is my 8th season. Yes.
Pitch running for the Warriors here. Derek Francis gets Connor Truex to take over at first. As Travis Hammond will be coming up here. Warriors do still have 2 outs. And Campbell in here just to get that final out. First pitch to Hammond in there for strike 1.
Why was this inning half an hour long? Don't know. Like, we've hit the half hour mark. I need this thing to let me get into.
Can't find the zone on that one. Gets to 1-1 at the count. Pitch come in. That one does find the zone. That one hit on the line. First baseman will take it. And that'll be the game. A very teeter-totter game. In the midst of it, the visiting Lander Bearcats will take the win here. The Warriors fall to 6-34 on the season. As a big bright spot for Lander was Menriquez, who was just a triple shy of the cycle. Had a double, 2 singles, a home run. Just missing that triple there. Had a great game. Being responsible for responsible for 6 of the runs of the 16 that they scored. So just a great showing from him, but also just some great job from the Bearcats outfield. Really limited the amount of hits they gave up by making a lot of diving plays and also just showing off the range and that speed to keep the ball in the air, keep it from falling. So join us again on this Saturday, both on Conference Carolina's digital network. SWU Softball having their senior day, but also Military Appreciation Day here at Dr. C. Keith Connor Field. And also Friday for a few matchups here. So we'll definitely see you there on Conference Carolina's digital network. I've been Matt O'Banion, and good night.